All right, so in this video, we're gonna focus on the fastest way to get out of heartbreak mode after whether it's a booty call, a situationship, a friend with benefits, or a fucking boyfriend, husband, wife, girlfriend, spouse, significant other, some kind of connection that you were in is now over. And we're gonna look at how do you do it using law of assumption. Hey everyone, it's Kim Velez, Conscious Life and Success Coach, and I am really excited to be here with you today. So I was kind of like debating what video do I do today because, I talk about the same stuff all the time because I'm so passionate and like fucking believe in this shit and practice it myself. But one of the things that kind of stuck out to me was I have been told for many, many years that I like bounce back when I manifest unfavorable outcomes and connections, right? And one of the things that I really have come to understand as to why it's easy for me emotionally to not like be in this devastated heartache. And I used to not be like that. I could be like really upset for months and months and months and really just like emotional and sad and crying and just feeling like shit all the time, right? And then two things that have really been the game changer for me personally to get out of that shit way more quicker than normal and then persist in it is what I'm about to share in this video. So you definitely want to stay tuned for this because this is really how we get unattached to the 3D. And it's such a process. It isn't perfect all the time. Remember, it doesn't matter how powerful we are spiritually, we still are in human form and have been trained and conditioned since birth to be so attached to circumstances in our 3D. And again, there's beliefs and systems of thoughts that are embedded in, everybody's subconscious mind that are either favorable or not. So that's what this reprogramming game is about, right? That's why we say it's about inner transformational work. That's why I don't call myself a manifestation coach. We are deeper than that, yo. We're about to fucking flip your inside out and make you feel magnetic, the fucking best, empowered, and no matter what the 3D is showing you to bounce back as fast as you can to remember your self-concept that you are the creator of your reality and you're fucking in charge. Okay, so that was a hint right there if you didn't figure it out. So I'm gonna start back with way back when. This was about 10, 12 years ago for me when I started my self-love journey. Now I'm gonna talk about self-love and then two forms of self-concept with law of assumption, how you wanna piece this all together. But I'm gonna tell you why I'm starting way back then is because why the self-love is not enough. And I'm gonna tell you why. So, all right, so back then I was able to, have better conversations and how I saw myself, and I was able to not engage in behaviors and responses and reactions dominantly that were me lashing out or me feeling hurt. Just my childhood wounds were like controlling me when I would be in love and not getting the response or reaction I wanted. So I was able to overcome that bullshit and really like turn myself into a better version of me, not being angry and just really like healing and loving myself more through my mental diet, right? Through ways I engaged and talked to myself and then responded. So it all is like a combination. Now that wasn't enough because even when I would break up with people or they would break up with me, I could go into a funk for months and months and months because it was never explained, at least back then, what self-love really is and why you need to look at self-concept too. I still would play a story that I'm amazing and I'm worthy, but I still would reaffirm that, but this didn't work out yet again. And I had like this fucking shitty story that kept me stuck and feeling rejected and not wanted. So now that we fast forward later in life, when I came to understand law of assumption, right? Because I had no problem with manifesting people in my life. Manifest that shit all the time, all of us do, right? That was never the issue. It was keeping the relationship going, right? Understanding what was going on with me internally and having to reprogram my mindset and my childhood beliefs from those childhood wounds of being in foster care and really not having a supportive parent, as well as, being an only child. It was really just me by myself for a lot. And that's how I felt a lot in my life. So I had to overcome a lot of that. So the fastest way to really get over a heartache quick and jump on the bandwagon and really create an experience that you prefer is obviously through self-love. So self-love is the foundation of how you see yourself, right? No, I am worthy. I am good enough. And creating that beautiful story, and then engaging in behaviors that honor you, that put your highest good first, all right? Because a lot of people, they can affirm things, but they still engage in behaviors and patterns of actions that are hurting them and keeping them stuck in unfavorable situations, all right? So you wanna look at the combination. Then the second piece is self-concept. So self-concept is, even though I just manifested this outcome, even though it doesn't feel good, I am the creator of my reality. So you gotta go hardcore into empowering yourself, remembering that your thoughts create, that you manifested this unfavorable circumstance, you can certainly manifest a favorable one as well. So you wanna reinforce daily, reminding yourself that this too shall pass, that this is just manifested with old thoughts, that now I'm focusing on a new story, right, through my self-love affirmations and behaviors, as well as self-concept, that I am the opera in power, right, that I am in control of this, that things are always working in my favor, that I can manifest whatever I desire because I am worthy and deserving of manifesting whatever the fuck I desire, right? This is not the end. And then the other piece is jumping into the self-concept of in relation to the breakup, in relation to that connection that is no longer, and deciding for yourself, who do you want to be? Do you want to be rejected? Do you want to be not chosen? Do you want to keep spinning the story that says, this is the end, you're never going to get this again, you know, this is a loss, here we go again, like whatever the shitty sob story is, right? Of you in regards to what manifested. So you got to change that, right? So the self-love is the foundation of you fundamentally, and then actions and behaviors that support that self-love, right? Self-concept is how you see yourself in relation to this situation, this connection. And then changing that script, right? No, I am worthy. I am good enough. I am fucking chosen. I am the fucking light of the life. I am magnetic. I am amazing. I am fucking beautiful. I am breathtaking. Whatever the story is that you want to experience for you, right? Main character energy, which is what I always talk about, right? Everything flows through you. You are your own universe. So you're going to create more of what you want when you continuously do that rather than more of what you don't want. So self-love foundation, self-concept, you're the opera in power, you're running the show, right? In your life, in your reality, and then self-concept of how you see yourself in relation. So when you start switching that narrative in your mind, your feelings follow. So you'll start to feel less shitty, you will start to feel less disempowered, you will start to feel less anxiety and fear and lacking and missing and feeling you're like, this is it, you're never gonna fucking have anything amazing again or see this person again or whatever, right? And then you really wanna look at focusing on whatever it is you want. If you want to manifest this person back in, certainly do so, right? Through your affirmations, right? Nope, they've rethought this. They're madly in love with me. They really want to give this another go. They regret the way things ended, you know, because I'm always on their mind. I am the one that they desire. Or because you could do this or both. You can also affirm, like I always talk about, putting yourself in how you want to feel in the connection, right? So I feel loved and supported. I feel chosen. I feel special. I feel magnetizing and amazing, right? And creating that story of you, because you'll manifest that experience. Because what we're doing is we're manifesting experiences. We're not manifesting people. We're manifesting experiences. They're happening through people, through you and other people, okay? So when you're affirming who you are, what you want to have happen, and how people show up for you, you're going to get it in multiple ways. All right. So then you decide for you if you want to manifest that person back or you want somebody new, because either way, usually they both come back. You'll either get the old one coming back in plus new people. I mean, it really doesn't matter. It happens all the time. So you decide for you, but you really want to look at when this is how you move faster. So I had somebody tell me, like, Kim, you really know how to collapse time and space fast. Because when I have manifested the breakups and me, you know, kicking people out of my life, that's what I would do. And the more I understood that, I would emotionally suffer as least as possible. So maybe I would feel sad a little bit for a day or go through some kind of process for a couple weeks, and then boom, I was back on the bandwagon for the most part. Now at this point in my life, it's literally fucking hours, if not minutes. Once in a while, it might be a couple days that I feel, you know, sad or I'm really kind of stuck in an old reality. But It's really few and far between because I've trained my mind so much to just move me into the wish fulfilled, because that's what it's about. That's how you get out of a breakup faster, or get out of that version of you that is feeling disempowered, that feels not loved, not wanted, not chosen, not good enough, and move you into the version of you that, oh no, I am, this is who I am, and this is what the fuck is happening. And then persist in that, which will end up making you feel better, because remember, your thoughts create your feelings, so you'll naturally start feeling better. You know, you're gonna have moods, we all do, but you're gonna start getting that pep back in your fucking step, right? You're gonna, Stella got a groove back, right? You're gonna remember how fucking amazing you are. And then it's so easy when we get in that self-concept to really like, oh my God, yes, I'm gonna get everything I want. Are you kidding me? This is who the fuck I am. Like, when you really start connecting to that, you really start to see yourself different and understand the possibilities and what is going to come in for you that match that self-concept. And that is how you move out quickly, my loves. Some of you too, listen, if you came from a shitty childhood where you got some real deep-seated, limiting beliefs, you really might want to look at doing some inner child work, reprogramming your mind around your childhood wounds. This is why most people, when they manifest patterns in their life that are unfavorable, it typically stems from that programming we had at childhood. Why is that programming more severe in childhood than in adulthood? Because in childhood, we don't have a conscious mind to reject information that's coming in. So we can still have trauma happen to us as adults that, penetrates in our subconscious and changes our belief system. But as kids, we don't even have the option to say, no, I'm rejecting this. We accept it as truth because there is no analytical mind developed until around the age of 7 years old. So when that's happening, then right as we're growing older and we get in relationships and things like that, we start manifesting these patterns, but you're not even aware because it's subconscious and you don't even know what's going on, because nobody tells you what's really going on, because everybody thinks, it's everybody else's fault or bad timing or fucking this or that, or all these bullshit excuses, and not the real truth that our subconscious mind is creating the divide over and over again. So people really don't understand that until they've had a couple go-arounds, and then they understand, oh, I'm the common denominator here. What's going on with me internally? And they pay attention to it, and then they make some shifts with their mental diet. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you feel like you want to work with me or dive in deep in these concepts, you can find the information on my website. I have different live coaching groups that you can do with me over Zoom. They're super fun. I also have my paid Facebook group where we do lives, Q&As every week in there, as well as coaching on Zoom. And then I also have some self-guided study courses called Manifest Your SP Back and Keep Them for Good, as well as Your Self-Concept in Relation to Your Love Life. So it's a 28-day course that's all about you, boo-boo, nobody else but you, because you are the main character. You are the fucking prize. You are the star of your reality. So I will see you. Bye.